Yo, yo, yo. So, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. Another edition of Single Dad Sundays. Kind of like doing these. So we're going to start off like we usually do. And I had seen a really good post on here the other day. No, that's not what I wanted to go to. Sorry about that. Okay. Excuse me. We are going to share this. I have seen. Okay, I know. I have seen. I have seen one. I have seen one that was pretty good. It was a while ago. Okay, here. This is the one I wanted. Am I wrong? Apparently, I'm a bad person for not just transferring money over. She didn't say anything else until today when I picked my son up. This text was last week. Hey, I'm going to get Hunter some summer clothes later. Are you able to transfer me some money, please? Hey, yeah, no worry. Just send me the receipts and I will transfer it over. Also, your car tax went out today, 26.68 pounds. Okay, I'll take the 26.68 out of the money I spend on clothes. um, okay. Let's just read the top comments. I wish I could have this easy time with my ex. Keep up the good work and always make sure you have the receipts in hand before forking over money. I wouldn't transfer any money over at all. You should take your son out to get him new clothes if he needs them, especially if you're paying child support. The rule of thumb is money doesn't leave one hand without a receipt in the other. Are you divorced? Why are you sending her money willy-nilly? Never married. She's unfortunately out of work due to COVID and will always make sure my son has what he needs. As I'm still working but want just transfer money. All right, this is interesting. But for me, my opinion, perfectly on this one, I'm just gonna say that I think that's petty. But that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like it matters the type of relationship that you have with the mother of your children. Like for me, if the mother of my child was saying she's buying clothes, I know she was going to buy clothes. So if you know, if you feel the need to get receipts, and that is, it depends on if you're on child support. Like if you're on child support, then the money that you pay every month is what she gets. You don't need no receipts. But if you're not on child support, then I guess if you're afraid it might come up later in life, you might need to get receipts. And if that's the case, I would rather buy the clothes myself. But that's just me. All right, let's read this one real quick because we have a little bit of time. I'm waiting for my cousin to show up, and we're gonna look over the charts. You always pop in. Yeah. What's going on? So my ex and I have a son together. 3 months ago, she ended things. After 4 years together, she moved on really quickly. We have been in contact due to my son. Yesterday, I had him, and my ex asked me if I wanted to go and get food together when I dropped him off, which I did. While out having food, she was telling me how hard stuff is between her and her new partner, as he also has a daughter with another person, and how hard things are because he doesn't put much effort into the relationship with my ex, and it's all her. One second, guys. All right. So after food, we went back to hers and had coffee. After the coffee, we sat on the sofa and had a cuddle together. But in the same breath, she was saying about I should move on with other people, etc. I'm working on myself and don't want to move on just yet. And I told her this. The cuddle carried on, and when I went to leave, she seemed to try and keep me there by speaking to me about pointless stuff. I don't understand what she's trying to do, or am I thinking into it too much? Added, today I picked up my son. She invited me in and had coffee ready for me as I had been working all day, and she knows I always have coffee when I finish work. What are your thoughts? Okay. There's a bunch of red flags here. She's effing with your head and pushing you away and then pulling you back in. It's manipulation. It's not fair to the kids to see such wavering intentions. If you choose to keep the same level of contact, be careful and don't get your hopes up too much. She discarded you once and she can easily do it again. You would never know her best, so it's up to you to determine you would know her best, so it's up to you to determine the likelihood of that and determine her authenticity. Just be careful and think about the stability that your son needs. This guy says this, there's no other way to put it. The only reason why she's sucking you back in when convenient is because the other guy is not fulfilling her needs and she can use you. Run. Well, yeah, I kind of agree with the first two people. Um, she's playing mind games with you, bro. Because the truth is, if she wanted to be with you, she would have stayed with you. So now she's basically unhappy in her new situation. And so she's like using you for attention and validation and shit. You know, that's how I feel about that situation. So this might not be long. I want to talk about these charts. My cousin might come, he might not come. But I don't have all night. And yeah, so let's look at the charts a little bit. See, now you see I'm down pretty big. This is Ripple. You can see my account. And I kind of made a mistake. See where I bought at? And that's really like at the top. But I'm kind of trading on a. This is the time frame I'm trading off of. So I'm trading this off the 4 hour time frame. I mean off the 1 hour time frame, if you see it right here. Um, Now let me go back. I can't even show y'all. I want to show y'all this real quick. Sorry about that. There you go. So yeah, I'm trading this off a shorter time frame. Like these are my trend lines. So if we don't get a bounce off of here, this is a pretty big drop. If this support doesn't hold, I'm gonna get out of the trade. That's just how I feel right now. So we'll see. On a higher time frame, I bought at the top. On a lower time frame, it looks like a wedge to me. But overall, depending on if this is a wick being formed or if it's going to pull back. So, like I said, I had already won a little bit on this trade. This is a big loss. I'm comfortable holding this because I've just done it all before. But like I said, down here, and that's about another $30 more. Down there, if this doesn't go up this way, because this is what I expected to have. If this doesn't bounce back towards this previous high and break out here, and if it does, I'm gonna add more over here. And that's just what I feel with this. This is a fast moving pair. That's a big candle. I was out of town and I missed that candle, and it really, 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 really was a big candle, you know, and I hate that. But what I've learned is that you cannot dwell on the past for too long. Just as a trader, it's kind of like, any other sport. You can't just be down on yourself because you miss a shot. You got to keep shooting. So while this is doing this thing, I'm going to keep my eye on this for the next little bit. See, on the 4 hour, it could break. If it breaks this, it could fall all the way back down to here. Really and truthfully. But if it doesn't, then if you go out, if you go out and you see what it did before, this is what it did before. And this is what it did before. So that's what it did before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this right here can become resistance. Just depend. It might consolidate for a little while in this zone. You know, but the real move is the up move over the long term. I miss it, but you kind of can get in the middle of it. If we can catch some of this, you won't see. Damn, that thing is moving. I see. While I'm sitting here talking, so we finna see what's gonna happen. If it breaks this, I'm gonna close my trade. I'm gonna see. You know, I'm gonna see. You guys are gonna watch live and see what I'm gonna do. Let's look at GU. This is another pair that I like to trade. I was kind of looking at this last week. What I don't like about my chart is that it seems like the indicators that you put on one chart end up on a different one. That's what's weird. See, since I took them off, you see that? I took them off that chart, right? And then once I took them off that chart, they came off of this one too. That's what I noticed about this platform. I don't know if it's MetaTrader 4 or if it's my broker, but I do notice that. But I kind of know what that is. That's just a visual representation of where I want to get out of the trade. You know. Now, GPB USD is at support. If it breaks this, I'm looking to sell. But overall, I would want to buy. You know. So it just kind of depends. I'm gonna keep my eye on GPB USD, and if you can get some support right here, then you can get Just gotta go back up a little bit, at least up here too. At least around this. That's about 100 pips. You could probably get that. Yeah, you could probably get that if it holds the support right here. So this is what I would be looking for on the week. See, now this is when I should have waited. I got on this trade a little bit too early because it's hit this a couple of times today. That's what I'm saying. If it breaks through here, I'm getting out of the trade. But I think it's more likely that it holds and then continues back up. That's that's my analysis, on the short term. Now, what I would try to do for me on this account is I try to scalp to just add more profit. So that's what I'm going to try to do today as well. Like I'll let my long term positions run, and in the meantime, I'll try to make some short term trades. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. They're kind of doing the same thing. That's the thing about it right now. All the alts are pretty much moving in the same direction. If you look at this is the same thing. So it's like you know, if this holds, and really on like and this is the same time frame. Yeah, if this holds, then we can keep going. And if Bitcoin keeps going, the rest of them gonna keep going. And that's just how it is. You can look at Ether, and it's kind of the same. A little bit more ahead, but this is, like this is a level right here already. This is like a new level. You know, if this holds, we go up. If this breaks, we go down. And that's just it. That is just it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at silver. Man, this right here, I missed this. I don't know why. I don't know why Ethereum Classic is pumping the way it is, right? But Ethereum Classic is the original Ether. So I just wonder what the correlation is. Ethereum Classic is the Ether fork. But this thing been ripping, you know? But what I like to do is I like to go back and look at all time highs. And this is like an all time high for Ethereum Classic. You know? Mm-mm-mm. But I don't think this is true, to be honest. But look at that. It's been bullish this whole year. And I mean, if it's proportional to Ethereum, oh, so excuse me. Okay, if Ether is going to make it to $10,000, as some people expect, then that means Ethereum Classic should make it to $100. Not really. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. See, Bitcoin is back at 60. Yeah, I like to see it. That's why you gotta have patience. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the market is super bullish right now. You know, and it's not really like if you just real quick. You can draw a trend line, you know, until it breaks this. You're good to go. And that's it. Now, it can either go either way. If we break above this with some bullish momentum, we might hit 70K. Or you could get like a big pullback. It just kind of really depends on the way the market wants to move. Oh, Euro AUD is a pair that I've been trading. This is really the pair that I'm about to trade. So it gapped down today. See, I should have held that, but that's fine. I had that trade already. This pair is super bullish to me. We'll look and see. When did I close that trade real quick? See, I already won. That was today. Mm. Euro DRD 156 0. I closed. And then XOP. See, I already hit on that. And then XOP. I lost. Where's my Euro AUD trade? Because I closed the Euro AUD trade today. That was, oh, that was today. Oh, yeah. So that's, well, dang it. That's weird. Let me see something. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive me. Because I had a Euro AUD trade today. So, yeah, I guess so. So this right here is all I had hit on Euro AUD. Okay, so today I closed this, but it's saying that it was on 472. It's like the date is wrong. It says 49. This says 412. At any rate, I'm getting back in this trade. So this is super bullish. You know, the gap down today, like at the open. See this right here? And I got out. So it gapped down and I got out. I'm gonna get back in this trade right now. This is it. Because overall, this is in a super bullish trend. I've been watching this. I've been watching this pair for a little while. I mean, and this was a year ago. I want to put this up there. Okay, I don't know why that happened or what happened. However, I wanted to get another run like that. And I think I probably put this because you need this. You know, like this. This is a 200 AMA. I'm trying to get all the way back up here on your AUD. And it's been kind of acting the fool for a little while. Like one time I had caught a little bit of this, but it's been consolidating right here for a while. It's found support. That's what I'm telling you. It's found support over the last, you know, few months, 6 months. Now, if we can do this again, you see how if you look at this right here, see how it did that, right? Did that, and then it just, phew. I don't know what that catalyst was, but whatever it was, I'm trying to catch the next one like that on Euro AUD. So yeah, like I said, it's been kind of To me, this is a triple bottom. One, two, three, and now you might get some. You might get some pullback. You know, you might. But see, why I took this trade because we got to close above this resistance right here. This is really a head and shoulders if you look at it. Boom, 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 boom. So we got to close above here. Now we moving on up to the north side, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's taken me a long time to figure this out, but now that I have, it's gonna work. Let's look at GJ. My cousin trades that, but he's not coming on, I guess, because I don't really have much more time. You know, I just had to come on here every Sunday, give y'all a little bit of insight as to what I'm trading and what I'm looking at for this upcoming week. You know, and this is a hobby for me, man. That's one thing I can say. You know, trading does involve risk. Like if you don't your rent, you can't spend your rent money trading. You know, you can't spend your money that you spend on food trading. You got to really, have some discretionary income. That way, you ain't stressing about it. So this is silver over on the daily. I'm leaving my lines. So if I was just gonna trade this short term, I would kind of wait, honestly. The silver is funny, man. It moves really funny, but for the last few days, it's been on the uptrend. You know, last couple of days, almost the last 2 weeks, and I'm bullish on silver overall. So again, this is some consolidation, but as long as this support in this little area holds, we might see $30 this year. Just depends, man. The dollar is weakening, as you can see. I think your boy Biden just said he wants to print another $1.5 trillion. So that's like $3 trillion in 2 years. Trillion. Like, let's see. I'm gonna show y'all something because somebody showed me this and I found this super interesting. Then I'm gonna log off. I want to show you. Oh, there go my cuz. He come. Buzz. I didn't even know you was here, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you.
I didn't even know you was here, man. I didn't even see you. I didn't even see you say
That's all
nothing.
good. Oh no,
Um,
I didn't want to interrupt you.
why you? Oh, hold on. How you been,
Good, good,
cousin?
man. How about you?
I'm good. I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna take a look. You use trading. You know what I was using today was Yahoo, um, Yahoo Finance, right? So let me look at this real quick. I don't know what this is, and whoever said that. Um, but we'll take a look at it. I'm not really familiar with this platform. You are a, a lot more familiar with it. Do you pay for it, Bud? You just got the free trial
No,
for
it's
the
not necessarily a free trial. It's just you
Yeah.
sign up and you can use it for free. They have like ads and stuff on it though, like some but you can X out
On
of
the
them.
on.
But
Yeah. Yeah. I've had this. I don't. What is this? Let's take a look. Yeah. Epic opportunity. So I wonder what kind of stock this is that this person just suggested. I like reading this stuff. It's a really small company, but it's been kind of maintaining a pretty good support for like the last little bit. It's been on the uptrend. I wonder what they make. Have you ever heard of this, Buzz?
what's the company name? I can't really see it.
AAON? You never heard of it?
Nah.
Me neither. This is the kind of stuff, honestly, that makes you the money, you know? Like the technicals is what makes you the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with this. What's up with you though, man? What you like about GJ?
Man, go ahead. You can talk about it if you want. I haven't had a chance to get my computer though,
Look,
man.
no, it's
Yeah,
still messed up.
I changed the
Let's
hard
look at.
drive out, but it's still.
Oh, you
I
did
got.
on your own?
Yeah, I got to change out the cable, the SATA cable. I think it might have crapped out
So it
too.
ain't been working at all.
It worked last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this morning I left it overnight. This morning I tried to turn it on and wouldn't come on, so I'm gonna try to do that. But I got this
We'll
other
take a look.
computer here though, but it needs to be updated. It's not connected to the internet.
What what is that one?
It's a
Another
HP. It's a HP.
HP. Yeah, man, you gotta have one. I didn't have a laptop for a while, man. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, after a while, it just technology moves so fast to like your shit just get, it
Mm-hmm.
can't keep up, man. But we're gonna take a look real quick at my company because I'm telling you, man, when I got here last year, that's like when I had just like peaked out, like, okay, where am I going, right? But this is
Mm-hmm.
last year. Watch this. Let's see if it shows that. Yeah. No, that's not what I want to see. I want to see a year chart. So yeah, last year when I first looked at it, it was like $45, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere like this. And now look at it. It's double in a year. And I'm telling you is that with everything that's going on with like self-driving and
Do they
AI,
make chips? They make chips, right?
yeah, they make memory chips,
Yeah, memory chips. Yeah. Are they
They
affected
make
by
memory.
the processing shortage or no? There's a
I
shortage in
don't
raw
think so
materials,
because
right?
it's different. Well, I don't know. Like I don't know. To be completely 100% honest, I haven't heard anything like that. Like we on go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
just from being there and listening to the CEO and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we on go. I just told you, I talked to you privately, right? Now see this person over here says it's a double top, which long term, he probably has a valid point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's that looks like that his chart looks good to me because a pullback is healthy into this range. I don't know if it'll drop back this low to like 76 or something, but that's his trade idea is that this is support. I mean, this is a resistance, and then he's going to short down to here for his take profit, which like just looking at that, from my point of view, that looks pretty good. But see, I look at it a little bit differently because long term, like that's probably, I don't know how long it'll take that trade to play out, but from just my my knowledge and shit, you know, like we full speed ahead. You know,
Hmm.
it pulled back a little bit right here. I don't know how you put a candlestick on here, but I'm pretty sure, man. Like we're gonna hit over 100 this year. You know what I'm saying? Like by the end of the year, Micron will be over $100 because I have heard. I mean, like I say, you know what I just told you the other day. I ain't heard nothing about no layoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're building a whole new facility, and that it might be open by the end of the year as well. Like I see it every day. They're building a whole nother plant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So production ain't slowing down, is what I'm saying. It might take a while. I'm gonna show you something. Another place I used to work too, and I've been missing this guy. And this it's been pumping, man. When I worked there, it was like $45, bro. You know,
Hmm.
it's been pumping. And I'm gonna tell you, when I worked there, which is like in 2011, Buzz, they had a contract with they already had a contract with SpaceX when I worked
Oh
there.
wow.
When I worked there, SpaceX used to buy power supplies from Micron. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
when I worked there, it was like $45. But I've watched it this year, just like kind of sleeping on it, just steadily climb. You know what I mean? Steadily
Yeah.
climb. And they in the game. Like they're in San Diego and they're really in the game, you know? Like you can see, look at this. You see this? Can you see
Yeah.
the can you see the screen? That's strong buy.
Yeah.
It's been pumping, man. And like I say, I know they make power supplies. They make electrical. You know, they make power supplies. So I don't know what they're developing now because I haven't worked there. But power supplies are used for testing batteries and testing electrical systems. You understand what I mean? So like a charging station, like
Hmm.
you could basically make sure your charging station does what it's supposed to do
Oh,
by
it's
hooking it
definitely
up
going to
to it.
double. There's a lot of
Say what?
initiatives. I say, yeah, that's definitely going to double. There's a lot of initiatives, just in Florida for electronic
That's what I'm
vehicles, connected
saying.
vehicles.
No,
Like
this is
legislation is
Amatech.
going to start coming down too.
What now?
I said legislation is probably going to start coming down for
For what?
EV, electronic and connected vehicles.
Oh yeah, I heard that too this year.
Yeah, in Florida specifically, especially in Tampa. So, yes, yeah, it's nowhere but up, going
See
up.
now he has these
Oh snap! We
what's
might be
that?
clicking the
That's a
grease.
damn what's they call what they call those Bollinger Bands, I think.
Yeah.
That looks you see that? See he's long because he know what time it is. Mike Amatech acquires three companies for
Oh
$270
snap! I
million.
signed in. I finally got on.
To your computer?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well
What's
come on
up?
man, come on and talk about
How much
GPV
time you got?
USD. I got plenty. So come on, talk
Uh,
about GJ, and then
all
we
right,
can
hold
get
on. Let me
off.
see
You
if I
know.
can.
Okay. Oh no, my bad. I'll let you.
Switch. Hell yeah. Oh.
Should be able to see about you. I don't know how to.
I'm on my
You
phone
try
right
to
now,
do it.
so
Oh, you can't do it. Well,
you would have to
what do you
send
want to
another
do? How you
inv.
want to do it?
Um,
Huh?
I'll have to send another inv. I have to email myself an invite. It might take like
That's
another
what I
five
did
minutes
to
or
you.
so.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's
That's what
go.
I had to do too.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll go back and see. But yeah, Amatech is going off. You know, like I say, I used to work there. You know, let me look at the other place I used to work and see where they at. But see, I think they're private now. Yeah, there's no Triscal. Triscal went private. Like when I left. Let's take a look at my chart. Where we at? See where we at with my damn scam. I went a little bit too big on Euro AUD, but I'm okay with it, you know,
Mhm.
because I really think it's gonna pop. Like I say, if it can just keep around this level, for the next couple of days, and then if it stays above this right here, as long as it stays above this, I think I'm good, you know, just because it's been wanting to break out for a long time. It really broke this trend line. It really broke this, and now it's heading up. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna look at GJ. Buzz, are you
All
ready?
right. Give me a second. 1 second.
Go ahead, take your time. Let me look at this again. Let's see what else. I don't really play the US 30. A lot of people be banking off the US 30 though. See, I don't like this, man. It puts every trend line on every chart. Like
You gotta go to
that's
visual and change it.
go to what?
Visual and then change
What
it.
you where at? What you mean?
It should be a up at the top. It should be a button that says visual, or you right click on the trend lines that you don't want to be on the hour chart or the 4 hour chart, and you
Nah,
change.
but it's not even the hour or the 4 hour. That thing goes to every pair. Like if I draw a trend line on one pair, every pair that I go to has that same trend line. That's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I think this thing about to fall. I mean, I hate to say it, but you kind of need a pullback. The US 30 probably about to fall. We probably finna have a little market. You know what I'm saying? Like for whatever reason, Buzz, I feel like this has to pull back some. Like if you look at it over the last, like even if you look at it over the last
I can't see your
months, right?
chart.
If you look at the month, can you see this chart?
Nuh-uh. I can't see that chart.
Let me see something. I think it should be. Oh yeah, no, well, it's sharing my screen, so it should be sharing the whole thing. Anyways, could you see the other ones?
Yeah, I saw the other ones, but I can't see this one.
I wonder why it's saying that. Anyway, let me try it
Maybe
this
something
way.
I did. I don't know.
I'll try it this way.
Sign.
But if you look at the US 30, it's been on a tear, you know, for the last 13 years. I mean, that's crazy. And then this was last year. This was the damn coronavirus shit right here. And I just think just the way it's been going, for it to keep going up for the next, however many years,
Hmm.
it's gonna have to pull back. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. This is this year. Even if you do, I mean, and that's that. So it should pull back to down here somewhere in the next. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You never know. They might have another wave of a pandemic or whatever, but I'm expecting a pullback on the US 30. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's ready to short it. Cause you know what I mean? Like it's been going up for a long time.
So you think it's gonna drop?
I think so a little bit, I don't know. But I don't know, man. You just never know because there's a lot of different catalysts right now in America, Like you don't know if the EV sector is gonna keep it going or if Biden gonna do something with the infrastructure because they say you're
Trying.
not supposed to go against the trend, and I mean it's bullish, like right now. I mean it's super bullish. But I mean you could probably wait for a pullback and then get back in and ride it up for a little while. But I don't trade that pair, man. It runs really fast. Have you ever traded US 30?
Nah, nah.
It runs super fast, man. I mean it runs. It's
That's
too
the big
fast for me.
leagues, huh?
Huh?
That's the big leagues.
Yeah. For me, that's the big leagues. This is GU, and I think you remember last week I was telling you about how I wanted to pull back some to continue going up. Remember I was
Yeah,
telling you that,
yeah.
and I think, like I said earlier, right here, if this holds, we might get back up here to at least 1.40 if this holds. Now, if this breaks, I'm taking sales. So I think if I go back to where I put that fib last week, let me see. If I go back to where I put that fib, you can see what I'm talking about. That's the 50% retracement level right there, Buzz.
Mm.
Where it's at right now. Where price is at right now is a 50% retracement. So
Mm.
I'm gonna take it off though. I don't really like. I mean, I think they are great, excellent tools. I just don't use them that well. But it kind of lines up with support and resistance. So I'm gonna watch this week, and this is really gonna be, you know, what I'm looking to trade this week. I'm looking to either trade this up or down in the next, like I say, on a week. If it breaks this, we got a lot of room to go down here.
Right.
If it holds, then we going back up. I've always looked at this pair too. It's a funny active pair. The Singapore dollar and the USD. It moves really, really slow, man. Like, I mean, it moves slow, Buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like super slow, you know? Like and the amount that it moves in weeks, GJ moves that in a day or two
Dang.
days, you know what I mean? But that can play to your advantage, you know. Like I remember Q saying he used to trade AUD USD when he first started, and that's a
Hmm.
slow moving pair. And then he just got faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, but man, my thing is still it's not letting me sign in on this computer for some reason. But I see it. I can see it, but I can't get all the tools out.
You want
Like
me
the
to pull
fibs
up a
and
chart
stuff.
and you talk about it?
Yeah, you can pull up GJ.
Okay. Which
I
which
just stick
which
with one
which
pair.
time frame?
Start on the weekly.
Okay.
That's it.
That's the weekly, yeah.
All right, go down to the 4 hour chart. All right. So that that the bear move began on the 6th of April. So I would draw a fib from the top of that bear candle on the 6th of April,
Top of this candle
the red one. Yeah.
on the 6th of
Yeah.
April
Yeah.
to the bottom of there.
Hmm.
That look right?
Sure, I can't see it actually on the
You can't
blue
see that blue,
background.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see something.
Hmm.
What about that? That's no better. A little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
I don't know what color you would pick.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can see yellow a little bit better. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. But you never you hungry again? I know better. All right. Anyways, I think you can see. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. My bad. So what do you think from there? We can even go
So
down
I
to the
really,
one.
what is that?
That's the 1 hour. But it's still, hold on. It's still.
So yeah, we're looking at the 157, no, 159.05. Well, one, you see what that wick is?
Hold on. I'm trying to get it to where we can really fucking see it. I'm trying to get it to where we can really see the damn color. I should know better. Anyways, what wick at where?
Near the
150 what?
159.9 mark.
Up here.
Yeah, so that would be resistance.
Okay. See, so you would put it at, I'm gonna move this one just because you would put it at the top of the wick. All right. So boom.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
at the top of the wick.
that wick is probably a good zone too, though that you
Yeah,
have there
no.
too.
I mean, see, it's a different. You can have different trading styles, right? I always was taught, or I always, in my opinion, it's the body of the candle. You know what I mean? But I will admit that the wicks are a little bit more precise.
Yeah, for accuracy, if
Because
you want accuracy.
yeah, I do understand that. So that being said, that is. Let me see now. See. So that's on the 1 hour. That's on the 4 hour. So that's the same. That's the same resistance. Yeah. See, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner like that. So
Hmm.
what are you looking at overall for the week? Like what's your trading plan?
Shoot,
Because I
I
mean,
should have paid attention last week to my trading plan, but this one,
we're gonna try
um,
again.
so if anything, it's gonna of course come back up and retest that level at the 150 nine level. It's probably gonna retest that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably gonna be a price reversal zone, and if it reverses off of that,
Mm-hmm.
that 150. Let's see, I can't even tell if that was, yeah, 159.02
Yeah. Oh, two.
area.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
It'll probably go back down. If it reverses off of that, I look for it to go back down to around the 154.19 area.
So you would rather look for sales or buys? Because right now it's at the
Sales.
154. You looking for sales.
Well, I'm not. I don't really have any. I don't have
You
a
don't have a
bias
bias?
necessarily because
No?
I mean I feel like it broke market structure last week.
Okay.
If we look at it
Overall
overall, go to
on
the 4 hour chart.
okay.
and zoom out.
Uh,
Zoom out all the way out. Zoom all the way out first. Go all the way.
that's all. That's all the way.
You sure?
Yeah, for me. Cause that's on
All
a
right, now
4 hour.
now yeah, now do 1, 2, 3. Zoom in 3 times.
Okay, that's
One more
three.
time.
That's
Yeah.
three.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you feel
Yeah.
like it broke structure where? Because it really didn't. To
Okay.
me,
Yeah.
it's
So it didn't
holding.
break structure.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. What is that? The 140. Yeah. So it could go all the way back down to that level. So yeah,
It's 148.75 or close to it, huh?
750. Yeah. Major
Right.
quarter.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah, it
what's
could.
interesting though, without putting that on there, what's interesting also is that see, depending on where I drew this fib, you see how close that is to 38.2? You know what I mean? Do you see that? Do you see that level?
It
That
probably will
fib
be
that
if you make sure all your fibs are touching where you drew your fib at touching the wick on each candle that you
I
drew it
think
from.
so though. Let me see something. I think I do it on hourly. That's touching the wick.
It- uh,
That's touching the wick. Hold on. I hate that shit.
yeah, it looks like it's touching it.
That's touching the wick, right?
Yeah,
That's pretty much the high. I think that's the same
but it
level.
did reverse off of the 38.2.
Right here?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and then it
Wow,
came
that's
back and
pretty
retested that zone.
right. That's a little that ain't that much. That's only about 10 pips. That difference between do you see that?
Hmm.
You know
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's
difference
just a
that
buffer
difference
zone.
between that. Oh wait a minute.
It's like
That's
it's like I mean, I heard like anywhere between like 15. If it doesn't fall 25 pips outside of the range that
a
you
zone.
anticipate,
Uh-huh.
then it's
It's a
still
zone.
valid.
Right, right. See, if you look at that right there, that's
Because
only
I think that's the trade I got. What day is that?
that's the eighth.
The eighth? Yeah, that is the day. Yeah. See, I put my stop
That was
loss.
Friday.
Is that wasn't the eighth, was it? Friday wasn't the eighth.
Mm-hmm. Today's Sunday.
What's today?
The
The
11th,
11th.
Sunday.
So Friday was the ninth.
Okay.
So yeah, if it wasn't that one, it was on. Actually, it looks like it was keep going to the left.
To the left.
Go back, yeah, go back to where you see that 61.8 being tested.
That's up here.
Yeah, that's on like
That's the
Tuesday or
seventh.
Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the
So
seventh.
yeah, so I got into that trade and I put my stop loss up about probably like 15 pips outside of the closest wick.
But it was a buy or sell.
It was a sell.
You got into a
I was in the
sell.
sell. I put my
Uh-huh.
stop loss, but I, it wasn't a limit. I
So
think it
when
was
did
a
you
stop
get
loss.
in? What price did you get in?
I got in at a good price too. Let me check my MetaTrader on my phone because it messed me up, man. I should have held that stop. I mean, I should have held that sell.
Not had a you shouldn't have had a stop. You always say
I
that though.
should, yeah, I know. I got into it at what 151.68. No, actually 151.373.
You got into a sell at 151.3. Hold
No,
on,
no,
let me
no,
see.
no, no. I'm sorry. 151.68. Oh, on the 7th.
Oh, so right there. On the seventh, you got in at 151.80.
6.8.
161 what?
151.680.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Dang, I was in a good little spot. So yeah, it hit that stop and it closed out my trade. And then I was like, man, if it hit it,
So
it was
you
in
got
there.
into a trade at 161 or
150
151. Hold on.
680 on the 7th.
On the 7. 151. So you got in 151.80 on the 7.
680.
Oh, 151.68. Okay, up here. So you got in up here. But you
Yep.
got in too early, huh? Basically.
I shouldn't have had the stop loss. I should have. Yeah,
Right.
it
You
was too
could have.
early,
Yeah,
but I
well,
mean,
yeah. I guess it
but it went.
depends.
Yeah, I should have just.
Depends on what time you got in. So you,
I got in. It hit
damn.
my stop loss, so it went up
I
to
know,
what
but you had to get. You got in
152.
before. You got in like before here on the 7th. You got in like in the morning or something, huh?
No, I got in. Well, our time it was at night. It was before I went to bed. Actually, it was like 11, 12 o'clock, and I got in
Right.
on it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna drop," but then it hit my stop and closed
And
me
then
out.
went back down.
Yep. And then I was like,
It went
"Dang, I
all
might
the
have to
way back
sell this."
down.
I know I
Huh?
could have made a nice little chunk.
Yeah, you could have made a nice little chunk. Cause it what was your stop at? You remember?
My,
Is it on your paper?
let me see.
Was it on your phone?
I got stopped at 151,937.
That's where your stop was?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, damn. I wasn't even that. I mean, it wasn't that much, you know,
It
because
was like
it
I should
priced
have put. It was like 15 pips. I should have probably did 20 pips off that.
30 or 20, just depends
Yeah.
because it wasn't at 927. It didn't go 10 pips more, Buzz. This is 152.097. You know what I mean? It was 10 more pips and you would have been in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. But I only. I think I had my stop loss at like maybe like 400 or 500 points. So that points are pips or whatever. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, man.
Yeah, that would have been good.
And I don't
You
even
know?
use stop losses like that. I know,
Right,
right?
you
I was
don't.
like, I don't. We were talking about it, and we were talking about being more responsible, and
Right.
managing your account better. So that's why I did it. But I'm like, damn, I shouldn't even did that, man. So
Yeah, look who
yeah,
talking. It's
can't
you,
win
I'm
for
at.
can't win. But yeah.
So what you think now? You think it
So
should
with that,
find support here? Or you would try to sell it again? Like right now, looking at the chart, what do you think?
see, right now, what I would do is with this chart. You see where that wick is? That wick they threw out on Friday, I think it was.
This one right here?
Up top, it threw it to the high near 38.2. Yeah,
Oh, right here. That right here. Yeah.
right. I will look at that area for any zones for reversals.
I
Anything
see.
reversing off of that, I'm looking for a sell reversal off of that. All the way
Okay.
down. I think it's gonna go back down to that 148 level, honestly. Near that area. Probably not all the way back down, but it's gonna go down.
Well, what's interesting, 100% retracement is there. You know,
Where at?
that's
140,
100% from where we started.
149?
149.583. But
And where's that
really,
at in relation to the market? Where's the market structure? What would
uh,
let me see.
well, I'm saying, but that's a 0% retracement, right? Now you said 148.75, which is a lot further. Like that's 148.76 right there. You feel me? And that's
Hmm.
support. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, shoot. It looked like a lot, but they look how much they dropped this week. So,
Mm-mm. I'm with you. I'm just trying to catch something. You know.
oh yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Maybe it's now it's all about the retest, man. That's I gotta remind myself, get in on the retest because I always come back and retest. So that's why I think they're gonna come back and retest that 38. Well, what 159
902 right
level,
here.
or maybe they might go
Mm-hmm.
to the 151. They might go 151, or 151 even. Because it's that's
Right,
closer to the
which is where
38.2.
that's where the fib is. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, I can see it. hmm So,
Yeah, that's where the fib is. 151.
so
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I feel you.
so
Either way, that's a
that's what I'll
zone.
be
That's
looking
still only
for.
like a 10 pip zone, like you said, That's
hmm
151 even, and that's 150.
Yeah, so if it's in that range of 25 pips, it's still
Mm-hmm.
you're still
It's still
valid.
valid.
So
It's still a valid
I
trade.
would
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think they're gonna throw wicks to that top, but we'll see. That's what,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see, man. Because
we'll
like
see.
now that I'm realizing, like if they
Right,
consolidate in that zone, it's gonna be a
right.
breakout more than
Right.
likely. If they
Or either
consolidate in
it
that zone,
bounced off of it. Because
yeah,
really, like if you look at those lines, that's a zone. It's really trading in a zone, you know?
yeah,
If you
yeah, it's
zoom out
ranging.
to the 1 hour, now
hmm
that's a zone. So the zone, like you said, between these two is a zone,
Yeah, yeah.
you
So
know? That's like this between here, 159 and 149.5. That's a nice little zone. That's interesting. So you can,
so
yeah,
yeah,
no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good analysis, bro. Zone to zone. And then if it breaks out of that 150.9, it's going back up, right? And if it breaks
yeah,
below,
yeah.
it's
It's
going back
going back.
down.
Yeah.
I
Because I
think
wonder,
that's fair. Because
I
it
gotta
really
look at
didn't
my
break
trading
structure
view.
yet, like you said. Huh?
No, I haven't. I said I had to look and see where we drew the fibs at last week to see how it respected those lines. And
It's the
that's where I
same.
messed up at too, man. Is it?
Yeah.
Because we driving from a different relative high to a different relative low on this week, right? Because it made a new high and a new low.
Well, yeah, because that's a new weekly, yeah. But I mean, yeah. So it would have been from, let me see, to be honest. It would have been, cause see, it would have been the other way. So it would have been like this, you know. But they pretty much line up the same,
Yeah, yeah.
almost. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's not a really big difference. I mean, if you put them like that was from last week. That was from March 24th, and they really, if you can see them, they're really not that much different. They're not 10 pips different. They're not 25 pips different from each other. Those zones, you see?
Okay. Yeah,
You
yeah. I
see
can
what I'm
see it.
saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're not that much far from each other. We just instead of looking backwards, we looking forwards, which is the
hmm
way we need to be looking, if you ask me.
Right.
See, because that's it right there. They left the old one, and that's really just it's a different level,
Well,
but
it's really no difference actually if
it's
I
really
think
no
about because
difference.
that's a double top right there, dog. That's the thing. That's a double top. That's why coming because it hit that high. It hit that high that was set.
Right up here.
Yeah, zoom out for me. I think you went in. Go out a little bit
Um,
to see where that to. Okay, one more time. Dang, I guess it didn't even. There was no area for that when price hit that point. There was no other historical resistance, and well, okay, except for the
right
ones
here.
in the week prior. Yeah, in the week prior. Yeah. So that's a double top, and it hit that boom boom and
Yeah,
drop like
and
no
dropped big
tomorrow.
time. Right. It dropped big time from there, and that was like 2 weeks ago.
See,
Like a week
yeah, and
ago. That was like a
yeah,
week
that was
ago.
last week.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
no,
that's why it's
that's
important
right.
to
That's a
see
good way
the
to look
weekly
at it.
highs or weekly lows. Previous week high, previous week low.
Right. That's this week. Right. I see. So
I wonder
now,
what the retracement is. If you drew a fib from that level to that level, what the
hold on. Let me
retracement would be.
delete this one. Which one? What level to what
Uh,
level?
from from the 148 to
Hold
the
on. I'm
one.
trying to delete this shit.
Well, it's just a little bit. Yeah,
From
from that
what?
low to that from that low relative low to that high
Right here?
that we were. No, the
Which one?
148,762.
Oh, 148. Right here. From here
Yeah,
to there?
to yeah.
153 something?
Uh-huh.
To okay.
But ultimately, like you said, I think it's gonna go to that 155 level.
It's the same. That's the same what we just looked at. See it better on a lower time frame, but that's the same, you know. It depends on where you start at, right? Like, cause
Hmm.
that's either 100% retracement, and now if we look at it, this is the 61.8 level.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a little different now. So that
But
yeah, so if you zoom out, it has more room to fall.
you think so? Yeah, I mean, it could fall back. Yeah, it could fall back down to this 148.7.
Hmm.
It's pretty much the same. Like, it's pretty much the same either way. It's just like what your bias is, whether your bias is a buy or a sell. Like right now, it does look like it's in a downtrend on the shorter time frame, right?
Hmm.
Like it looks like it's in a downtrend from right there. But to me, overall, it's in a big ass uptrend. And until it breaks below here, it hasn't
Hmm.
really broke structure,
Right.
right?
Right. Hmm.
That's on if you zoom out. Now on here, like you say, that's a downtrend. It's been in a downtrend for the
well, yeah, that week definitely was, but it's still respecting the structure though. It's like
right here.
it
You're
might,
right, right.
it could be forming that could be the middle or some shit. I don't know to an M or a
You
head and
know,
shoulder pattern. That's just
so we
later on
just
down the road. But
yeah,
yeah,
we gotta
now it's
just
just
kind of see how it play out. But I think for right now, what you said was okay. Watching how it reacts on this 150.9 is gonna tell us,
hmm
like you said, if you wanna short it, if it forms a reversal right there, is what you said, and
right.
then you can short it back down to here, or like I
Cause yeah,
said,
I would yeah, cause you would take because it's not. I mean, you never know. Yeah, we just have to look at it.
you gotta just watch it. Yeah, you gotta just
Yeah.
watch it. Because if it breaks out of this, then it's going back up. But if it reverses off of this, then like you said, it has a lot more room to go down.
But it
You
could go
know?
down and then yeah, it could go down and hit that support and then go back up too.
Right,
You
right.
know,
Because that's 100% retracement from
right?
that
And then
top
it
right
would have
there.
got back that volume, the volume from the 24th week, 24th of March. You see all those? What was it? 14 straight uh
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
bull
yeah.
candles we count.
Yeah, we counted that. Mhm.
Yeah. Now look at this week. So it takes them. They take the money back. They take. It's like volume. The volume of the buyers and sellers. So yeah, man.
All right, Bob.
But yeah, that's what we gotta look out for.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow, though, man. We'll see, or even,
Yeah, tell the
it's
boy to
Sunday night. I don't know if
man.
you feel like
Oh yeah,
Asian
each
session.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe Monday we'll just watch. We'll keep our eye on it all week, right? And then we'll try to
yeah,
find a way to execute.
yes sir. Yes
I keep my
sir.
eye on that 150.9 and just see how it responds off of that. We don't know how long it's going to take because this is the hourly chart.
Hmm.
And I mean, the way GJ, and this is at the 61.8 right now. Like right now, it's at 61.8 field.
And that's a big reserve. That's a pretty big reversal zone, price reversal zone,
you
retracement
know.
level.
So
So
we'll see right now how it moves. If it even we could, to be honest, depending on how it reacts off of here, if it
right,
bounces off of here, it's going back to where you said it's going. You know what I mean? And if
right,
it reverses off of here, it's probably going down to where you said you're going. You know,
right.
but that's okay.
And
We
then
got a
yeah,
good
it's
little
cause even
plan.
those wicks right there, at what 150, probably like
2.5.
150, 2.5, or 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. It
Mm-hmm.
could reverse to that zone, down, just go down a little bit, and then it's another reversal zone because there's 2 wicks right there.
Yeah, but it depends on the time frame. You
What's
know what
up?
I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a 30-minute chart. Yeah, 30-minute chart.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Like this is only a 30
Yeah,
minute chart.
yeah. So,
Look till later tonight,
hmm
So by that time, we'll be seeing a move or something like that, probably.
yeah.
Asian
hmm
session. But I'm finna dip, Buzz. I love you, brother.
All
It's good
right.
to talk to
Love
you.
you
Well,
too,
I'll
man.
talk to you in the
Yeah,
morning,
tell the
probably.
boys I said
Okay.
what's up, man. Tell
There
Nines,
you go. Y'all say
congratulations
what's
on
up
his
to
hard
Jared.
work, man.
Hey, come here. Y'all say what's up to Jared. Did you do the tribute for Sammy?
Mm, I
You gotta
didn't.
do it, Buzz. I'm gonna do it too. Just say hey.
What's up, little
Just say
cuz? Little cousins. I know y'all big now, man. Hey, y'all keep up the hard work, man. I see y'all shining up there in Virginia. Just giving y'all a shout out. Giving y'all a shout out, man.
all right, Buzz. I'll see you, man. I
All right,
love
man.
you. I just want to say
All right,
thanks,
love y'all
Buzz. I
too,
hope you
man.
didn't
Be
feel
easy.
no. I'll talk to you.
All right, for sure.
All right,
I'll
peace.
holler at you later.
Yes, sir.